Hello, hello Virgo. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking, and thank you so much for being here for your mid-October until end of October 2019. Eight of Cups just fell out. I'm going to put it back in. Where are you heading to? This is a Celtic cross that I will be doing. Some of you are moving on from a situation that you've invested a long time in, looking for that healthy partnership, relationship, business, romantic or otherwise. And this is literal movement as well as emotional. Closing the door on something that was not getting to that 10 of Cups. Dear Virgo, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your patience. I know that this reading is late, but it could not be helped. Now, your ruling planet, Mercury, is turning retrograde on Halloween Day. So, oh wow, okay. I'll take these cards, dear Virgo. So, it's going to be retrograding. Mercury will be retrograding in the sign of Scorpio. And we've got the Death card here. Two of Wands. And the challenge is death. The challenge is change. Something is ending, falling away from your life. Okay, so what is that all about? Scorpio is all about intimacy. It's all about shared resources from your partner, from other sources. It's the house of commitment. With Mercury and Venus transiting Scorpio, Mercury will be in Scorpio for the next month. So November is going to be quite interesting. Another card just fell out. I'll take it. The situation is that you're sitting on the Four of Cups. So we're moving into Scorpio time, dear Virgo. The Sun is at the 26th degree of Libra. Therefore, and this is for you, for Virgo rising, it's your second house. So the Sun is still in your house of values, values through partnerships, values through your, with your money, your comforts. And it's also the house of money. So our second house is the house of money. Now, the retrograde of Mercury, Scorpio is your third house, logically, if you are Virgo rising or Virgo sun. So the new moon in Scorpio will be happening on the 28th of October. New moons are always new beginnings. Now, Scorpio is your house of business, house of communication. It's your house of short distance travel and working within a small group, siblings, neighbors, people that are close to you in your periphery, but mainly communication. Now, Scorpio goes very deep, so what Mercury will be finding when it's there in deep Scorpio, in dark Scorpio, will be very interesting, surrounding those matters that I just said, the Scorpionic matters plus third house things. Okay, so let's take some more cards for you. I can keep talking astrology. There's so much to say. I have to start doing videos just the astrology for those of you that do love astrology. Others of you just want tarot, and I understand. So let's look at the tarot. In the recent past, Nine of Wands. Crowning your reading, Seven of Pentacles. This is what's on your mind. You're not doing much. Not doing much at all. You're looking at a situation. Let's look at the near future. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. In the position of you, Virgo, is the Knight of Wands, Knight of Rods, in the Morgan-Greer Tarot. In your periphery and around you is action, Eight of Wands. In your hopes or fears, obviously this is a fear. the fact that this card is here means that it does touch you, for me. It is a fear, but it's also the card is here. So that means that there is an indication of some sort of a heartbreak, whether it's you or someone else that is getting heartbroken. What's the outcome, dear Virgo? And we've got the Page of Cups. Page of Cups. So Pisces mainly. Could be any other water sign. Could also be Scorpio, but it's the Pisces card. At the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. Virgo can also show up as the Queen of Swords. Virgo is very logical thinking, very left brain thinking, which is Mercury. So very calculating, very, adding up the math, looking at the details. This is a time of communication or severing ties, cutting something that was unhealthy for you, something that did not work for you, something that you did not love, obviously. What is beneath that? We've got the Ten of Wands. That's probably why you are severing ties, speaking your truth. Ten of Wands says that it's been a burden. Now the 10 turns into the Ace, so you've had something, you're moving towards something creative, the light's going on, you're seeing the truth, you're going for your desires. Ace of Wands is a potential, yeah? It's also very sexual. The Ace of Wands can be sexual tendencies. And look at what we've got here. 2 tens, Virgo. Now, I know that Virgo's been through a lot. Not everyone goes through the same things at the same time. We're all born on different times, different timelines. Obviously, with 2 tens, there is an ending of a cycle, right? 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. So we've got fire and air, which can be harsh. If we put them together, it's an explosion. 3 of Cups. There's been some sort of celebration. This could also be gossip. These could be friends. These could be siblings coming together. Could be gossip where there is backstabbing. 10 of Swords also turns into the Ace, which you, Virgo, are holding right here. Now, for some of you, this is the general energy, of course, but yes, you could be dealing with an air sign, someone who's got strong air in their chart. I'd like to look at your love life before I read these cards. So please, Spirit, I'm using the Lover's Path Tarot, sorry. It's a beautiful deck. I love it. Let's take 1 or 2, we'll see. And look at your love life, your relationships in general. So it could be any relationships, of course. Now, today's the 20th of October when I'm doing this reading, but I'd like to say that it's from mid-month of October. Not everyone, as I said, goes through the same thing at the same time. So for me, it's more important when you watch this reading, that's when it's important for you. So, dear Virgo, please, Spirit Virgo, what does Virgo need to know? Virgo, I'm going to give you 2 cards. One card is the oppression. Oh my God, the Tower. The Tower, so this is like having repressed your feelings, your emotions, whatever. And it's, remember what I said? The fire with the air can be a little bit explosive. Okay, so what else do we have? And then we've got the 10 of Cups. I just felt that I needed to take another card. 10 of Cups. Bliss, happiness on all fronts. Now this can go either way. Because if this is the Tower first and then the 10 of Cups, it means that the Tower, which I see as very, very positive usually, because the changes, even though it may be a difficult process, it's it's like taking off a band-aid quickly. It is meant to put you on the right path. So if the 10 of Cups comes after the Tower, that's amazing. if there is a chance, let's say that the Ten of Cups is, again, it's a 10. You've been there, done that, you've been happy on all fronts, and then the 10 breaks down to the Ace, which says that the Tower brings you a brand new beginning. It brings you the Ace of Cups. Or the Ace of Cups is bringing you something different. So something is shifting with that Ace of Cups. You get what I mean. You understand what I mean. As I said, this is a general reading, so it doesn't work out the same for everyone. Let's look at what the cards that fell out. So you have the Two of Wands. Now, in this card here, there are two people. There are two different hands, as you could see. And he is holding the world ball. Someone is thinking of world travel, going on that quest, on that, wanting to see the world, wanting to travel, wanting to expand your horizons. Now, in the Morgan-Greer, he's not holding the world ball. It looks like a crystal ball. So I would say that this person, whoever this is, they're trusting their intuition. They've got psychic abilities. They're very intuitive. And we have two people holding the Ace of Wands each. One Ace of Wands each. So they're both going for their desires. They're having a conversation, but we don't see who that second person is. Now, as you could see, this person who is ready to travel, ready to walk through that new doorway, or even make the choice to walk through or not, or make the choice of which door to walk through, because there could be two choices. He's quite abundant, so it looks like he's coming from a royal background, a privileged background. So I don't know what that means for you in your particular case. Now, the challenge is the Death card. The challenge is to transform, to commit, because Scorpio is the house of commitment, to share on a fundamental level, to share, to get intimate physically, emotionally, spiritually. Yeah? So we've got Sagittarius and Scorpio energies here. Now, in your foundation, Four of Cups, not noticing that cup that is on the side here, but so in the Morgan-Greer here, he's more focusing on the Ace of Cups than on that Three of Cups. So it's as though he's had some sort of success. He's got those 3 cups in his pocket, and there's a new cup coming in. So what this means is that, in matters of security, your foundation, your home, this is the 4. 4s always speak of home, and it's in the area of home. Okay, so there is some success that you have, dear Virgo, but something new is coming through to add to that, to let's say, to complete your security. That's how I see this card. So I don't see it as a negative 4 of Cups here. I see it as really good. Now, if we do look at it in another sense, and you don't see it like that, even though I'm channeling the energies, you can have a different opinion. Of course, it's, that's okay. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion. You may read cards yourself and say, look, this is the card of boredom, and Virgo is not happy in their home. We can see it like that as well. Okay, so in the recent past, 9 of Wands, standing up for what you are trying to complete, what you have tried to build all these years. You're almost at the end, but you've been through a lot, dear Virgo. A lot. And this is a 9 of Wands. 9 is your number, I would say. 9 of Pentacles is the Virgo card. I suppose 8 of Pentacles is too, but most of Virgos celebrate their birthday on the 9th month, September. So, and the Hermit, which is Virgo, is the number 9. Crowning your reading is the 7 of Pentacles. And looking at it here, it's probably around, what you're hoping to accomplish, around career, around your status, around what you do for money. This is the 7 of Pentacles. means that you are stopping to look at an investment that you've made. It's as though you're taking a breather. Now, what I've noticed here, and it's the first time really, he's holding a spade. So it's got to do with the earth. Of course, Pentacles are earth, but Taurus deals more with earth than Virgo and Capricorn. So some of you could have a Taurus that is thinking of their investment. Are they going to put more into this? Are you dealing with someone who's got strong Taurus? Taurus is all about our values, isn't it? It's all about our self-worth as well. So, yeah, this is taking 5 minutes out. In the near future, you've got the Seven of Swords, which looks like quite a heavy burden. He doesn't look as though he's having a good time in what he's doing. He's taking those Five of Swords and trying to escape. He's leaving the Two of Swords, which are more evident. Look at the difference in color. These swords are dark, whereas these have got color in them. So what could that mean? It's that the Five of Swords that he's holding, they're a number of conflict. So he's trying to leave a decision behind that is still standing. See that? He's trying to get away from conflict. He's having trouble winning over a situation, and he's just walking away in broad daylight, leaving the decision behind. The decision of what's the Two of Swords. It's like not knowing, not seeing those two choices and having to make a choice with your intuition, with your heart. Now, could you, Virgo, be dealing with someone who's got strong air, or, you know, and they're doing this, or it could be you, because as I said, the general energy is the Queen of Swords, and I feel that that's your energy here. So this is a card of perception, thoughts. Could even be like trickery. Someone is having a hard time. What I get from this card is that they don't like deceiving, but they've got to do it for some reason. And Virgo, this could be you. And when I say deceiving, not speaking about your thoughts and what you're planning on doing. That doesn't mean deceiving. It means missing out on, you know, leaving the truth out, if you get what I mean. You get my drift. So in the position of you is the Knight of Rods, and this is someone who is wanting to travel, maybe needs to travel for work. This is someone who is driven by their passions. Again, Sagittarius energy twice. Now, Jupiter is in Sagittarius, in your 4th house. Sag can deal with legalities. Sag can deal with expansion, growth, and abundance. I'd just like to point one thing out. If you are, of course, a Virgo or Virgo rising, Jupiter in your home, in your 4th house, can mean that you are bringing abundance and luck and expansion to your home. And if that's got to do with money, if the luck is with money, right? It's not only expanding and being lucky in receiving, but it can also mean in giving. So you may have a lot of income coming in, but you may have a lot of income going out. Yeah. So whatever Jupiter signifies, it's expanding on something. Now, what is Sagittarius? Let's say Sagittarius is spirituality. It's religion. It's higher education. It's the truth. It's going on that vision, you know, opening up your horizons, your enlightenment, let's say, of the world and worldly matters. Sagittarius is also the teacher. It's the guru. It's the philosophy. And it's a very optimistic energy. So hopefully, dear Virgo, I hope that Jupiter is bringing you optimism in plentiful. because you deserve it, because you're very hardworking. Let's look at what's in your periphery. 8 of Wands, messages through social media, Cupid's love arrows, messages of desire, of passion. Again, this could be flight travel. It's very quick movement, quick action, a lot of creativity. The Knight of Rods can be very creative as well. The Wands are all about creativity. Now, hopes and fears, 3 of Swords. If we take the 7 and the 3, that equals 10 of Swords, which you already had. 10 of Swords means an ending, the end of hardship. 3 of Swords can be some sort of a disappointment. Doesn't mean that it's a love triangle always. I don't think that you're fearing a love triangle, because I wanted to say I don't think you're hoping for a love triangle. You don't want to be in a love triangle. You're fearing this. Some of you may be fearing, could be that your partner or the person of interest is in another relationship. For those of you that could be dealing with someone that is saying they're single, I hope you're not fearing that they're not. And also, in whatever situation you're in, whether you are single, committed, married, you are fearing heartbreak for some reason. You are fearing a disappointment. Okay? So, but this card brings us to the Ace of Cups that the page is holding. It is the Ace that has been indicated in the distant past. See that Ace there? And you are familiar with it. You know about it. So obviously this Ace of Cups is coming from your environment at home, right? Or from the past, from the distant past. Now this is a sudden, unexpected, again, very Taoristic, isn't it? This could even be an apology coming through. But it is the Ace of Cups that is given to you. It's a very youthful energy, very innocent, because the pages are innocent. They're still youthful. They hold the innocence. And Pisces is also unconditional love. It's very spiritual. Okay, so what I'd like to do now is take some more cards, dear Virgo. Let's look at another deck here. In the now position, 9 of Wands. You're still standing, dear Virgo. You're practically at the completion. Why? Because with the 9 of Wands and the 2 of Wands beneath it, you're holding one of the Wands. That's the 10. And you've got the 10 of Wands here as well. So some of you are going through completions of projects, hard work, maybe even movement. Why? Because the 10 of Wands does show someone who is, they can see their goal in the distance and they're still on the move. So they can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Let's take another card. I can see that Virgo's been through quite a bit. 2 times you have the 9 of Wands. Maybe you've been working very, very hard. There's the 7 of Swords again. I can't believe this. And it's sitting right on top of the Death card. I know what this is. During the time of Scorpio, dear Virgo, your ruling planet, Mercury, will give you the information. Whoever's been underhanded and deceptive, you will know about it. You're going to find out the truth. And that's going to bring in the transformation. That's where you're going to draw a line in the sand, dear Virgo. Let's look at your home, your foundation, with the 4 of Cups and the Death card again. Well, this is crazy. This is crazy. Now, you're obviously dealing with Scorpio energies here. Let's take the recent past. I can't even talk. I want to take this card. 5 of Cups, yep. Remember the 3 of Cups were still standing in the distant past, but in the recent past they've been spilt. But those 2 cups are still there, Virgo. New relationship, new coming together. And when I say new, could be someone from the past, but this is a new chapter. Let's look at what's on your mind. Seven of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. Too many 7s. You've got 3 7s, 4 7s. All we need now is the Chariot. Let's look at that 7 of Swords. Again, we've got Piscean energy, things being up in the air. So we've got things up in the air and things down on the earth. Look at that. 7 of Cups, Neptunian, up in the ethers. 7 of Pentacles, down on the 3D plane, the earth. What about in between? That gives me the indication that it's black or white. There is no grey here. It's either yes or no. Let's look at the 7 of Swords in your near future. 4 of Swords. 7 and 4 is 11. 11 swords. That's past the point of completion. 11 is also justice. 3 of Swords is what's on your mind. Someone is thinking of breaking someone's heart. Someone is going to try and do that, whether this is you or the person you're dealing with. Someone is still thinking about it, though. This is what they're meditating on. Virgo is not taking any action because the Ace of Swords is right here. The general energy is use that sword. Speak your truth and cut away that dead skin. Just like the snake loses its skin and grows new skin. Let's look at the position of you with the Knight of Wands. 2 of Swords. Decision-making time. And the Lovers. Double decision. Gemini is also ruled by Mercury. Now this is a deep connection. This is the Lovers. And the Lovers is a divinely guided soulmate energy. Okay. There is a decision, head over heart decision, Virgo. I always give the advice, go with your heart. Even though Virgo is all about the mind and, you know, using the intellect. You know, what do I do? You're writing down the pros and the cons. I think that you just need to go with your heart. Just sit still for 3 minutes and search your heart and see what your heart is talking about. What's this 8 of Wands? And the 8 of Wands is going straight into the 10 of Cups here. Page of Pentacles. Earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And we've got the Emperor. And the Emperor is Aries, Taurus. The Emperor is at number 4. It's got to do with stability. Very Saturnian, hard to get through with the Emperor. Now, could the messages be to and fro? We did say Taurus, Aries energies here, and the Page is also Earth. So this could be, with the Page, a message that's coming through, which is the beginning, because the Page is looking at the Ace of Pentacles. The message could have to do with the beginning of stabilizing something. Because, as I said, the Emperor is all about stability. It's all about your, you know, settling down, settling into a secure foundation. Now, we've got the Emperor, who is a father usually. Could it be a father that's got an earth sign child that Virgo is communicating with? Let's take a look at the 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords in your hopes and fears. And we've got the Empress. And I wanted to say it, I felt that the Empress is going to show up, and here she is. Obviously, Virgo, this is your energy. You've been heartbroken. You have. You've been heartbroken. Some of you may be in a love triangle. Okay, we've got a Page of Cups. We've got the Knight of Wands here. Okay, now the Emperor and the Empress, they're from the same materials, they're meant to be together. Now the Empress is all about manifestation. She's the mother of Earth. She's very Venusian. So again, Taurus, Libra energies here with the Empress. She is expansion and growth, so there's another 3. And she's a number 3. Now the Empress can also speak of pregnancy for some of you. And others of you, this could mean that you are pregnant creatively. You're pregnant with an idea, with something that you've created. You're waiting for it to flourish. You're waiting to give birth to it. Could take up to 6 months. Okay, the Empress and the Emperor. For some of you, these could be parents. These could be your parents. Could be your parents, yes, of course. But because the Empress is sitting here on top of the 3 of Swords, she's had some sort of heartbreak. For some of you, maybe she had a miscarriage at some point. You had a miscarriage. Now you could flip the reading the other way if you are cross-watching. Or there were just disappointments. Okay, some sort of loss that the Empress has had. But she's also in the position of fears or hopes. So you are hoping to be the Empress. You are hoping to receive the abundance that she gives. Let's look at the Page of Cups, which is in the outcome position. And we've got the 6 of Swords. So another 6, moving away, moving literally over water, going to another place, emotionally, intellectually, physically, leaving the past behind, taking the memories with you. The lessons are going with you. Okay, let's take another card. And we've got the Hierophant, which is beautiful. The Hierophant says that you are moving into a commitment. Some of you could be traveling to go to a spiritual retreat. This is a card of faith, a card of values, a card of self-worth as well. Now we've got 2 keys here, Virgo, so 2 keys mean 2 choices. Some of you may be moving towards a commitment with a Taurus. The Hierophant and the Emperor are very similar. Very, very similar in the sense that the Hierophant says that you've got to do things in the right way, the religious way, doing things by the book. Okay, now with this is business, because the Hierophant again can speak of a large institution, you know, something that is solid, something that holds hierarchy. You may be moving to, you may be following your calling. Why? Because he is a spiritual leader. You're following your, as I said, what you feel within you. You are being drawn into. You are going for something that you truly believe in. That's what I feel the Hierophant is for you. For some of you, as I said, you could be moving into another commitment. What I'd like to do is take another card on this 4 of Swords with the 7 of Swords. I'd like to see more on that. And we've got Temperance. Temperance is the angels. It's spirit. It says, it speaks of patience. Something is being worked out on your behalf. This is a card of healing as well. Okay, so you may be connecting to the divine, may be receiving messages from your spirit guides and your angels. Okay, and also the Four of Swords is someone who is in a church. There is a lot to do with belief systems, with faith here. I believe that faith is taking you to another place. To another place, dear Virgo. Let's take another card. What I'd like to look at now is in your crowning area with that Seven of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. And we've got the Fool, which is Aries energy. This is the beginning of something new, something that you want to take a leap of faith into. And again, Aries is the warrior. Aries is the seed that is planted. Now, we did have a full moon in Aries about 10 days ago. This could be the start of something new. Looks like all that waiting, all that confusion, you're going to take that leap of faith anyway. Let's take the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Wands in the now position with the Two of Wands and the Death card. I want to take another card on that. And the Ten of Swords, yeah. Whoever has deceived you, backstabbed you, that's it. You're going to cut them away. This is the 10, turns into the Ace. The truth, as I said, is going to come to light. And you're going to see what was no good for you, to put it in a few words. What was no good for you, what was not working for you, you are leaving it behind. Let's look at that Queen of Swords. What is she doing with that sword? Oh, wow. We got 4 cards that just fell out, and I will take them all. Let's see what we have. We've got the Chariot, and I did say that we are missing the Chariot before with the 7s here. You are moving. You are overcoming obstacles. The divine is pushing you. The divine is putting you in the driver's seat. We've got the 7, see, 7 again, 7 of Pentacles. Someone is seriously looking at a situation. I think that you've been stagnant and not moving for some time, putting a lot of thought into an investment, whether this is love, money, work, whatever it is. We have the Star card here, which is Aquarian energy. This is moving towards your wish fulfillment, and you've already set those ships off and you're waiting on their return. Okay, 3 of Wands. Again, the 3 of Wands can also mean you had the 2 of Wands there, now you go to the 3. 3 of Wands, having turned your back on something that did not work, and you are looking to expand, grow, whether this is business, because this is also your vocation. It's what you feel strong about, what you feel passionate about, and what you desire. So you've got quite a few 3s. So I do feel that some of you have been dealing with 2 people. You do have the 2 cards of choice here. Okay. I want to take just one card on this Lover's card because it's in the position of you. And you do have the Knight of Wands, which could be another person. Let's look at the Knight of Wands, which could be Sagittarian, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And we've got the Hanged Man, which is Pisces energy. I think that Virgo has sacrificed enough. Could it be that we need to look at things in a different perspective? This is, of course, the halo. It means that the information is being drawn from above, being, there is a connection here to source. So the decision that is being made is going to take a little bit of time, or I think that the sacrifice for what is Pisces, it's unconditional love. Your unconditional love. You've given that many times over and over again. And now there's call for more sacrifice, more waiting. Let's take another card. And then we've got the Ace of Wands. Yeah. So you're driven by something that's going to come to light. The hand of God is giving you the Ace of Wands. It's saying, begin. Begin. The light is here. The light comes on. You can see the situation that's been dark, that's been, that hasn't been shown to you. Look at all the darkness here. But you're one step before the sun comes through. One step before. Okay, let's take a few Sibillas here. I'd like to look at the environment position. So we've got the Emperor, the Page of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. We have Emmanuel, which is the Ace of Wands, going for what you feel passionate about, and this is a divine union. This is a commitment. He's giving her a ring, as you could see here. We've got the Artista, which is the Seven of Cups. Again, it's Piscean energy. Could you be dealing with someone who's got strong Pisces? But this is also my card of Aquarius, because this is the genius, the crazy scientist, which has got an ingenious mind. And that does ring Aquarius as well. There is some sort of a discovery that's made. And Denaro, the Ace of Pentacles, you're finding your security, your stability. This is very much like the Emperor. But this is also the Six of Cups, which is the soulmate card. Some of you may have your own children already. Okay, could have children from your previous relationship, or the Emperor could have his own children. Whatever that is, the Ace of Pentacles is the card of security, stability, and it's also called the abundant wedding, dear Virgo. Congratulations. Let's look at the Page of Cups, Six of Swords, and the Hierophant. We have Alegria, merriment and happiness. It's the Nine of Wands, which says the fact that you did not give up and break, you're going to be celebrating. We have Melancholia, which is the Five of Pentacles, a little bit of melancholy that you are taking with you because it hasn't been easy. And here we've got the Ace of Pentacles again. The news comes in. This is what's been hidden behind closed doors, and this is also a card of intimacy and sexual energies. So Ace of Pentacles, that's why I'm saying that we could be talking about pregnancy here too. You've got the Ace of Pentacles twice for me. Let's see what the Ten of Swords is in the now position. Ten of Swords, Seven of Swords, Death card, Nine of Wands, Two of Wands. We have Leggerezza, Ten of Wands, the transformation. So the butterfly speaks of, you know, it's gone through that process of metamorphosis and its lightness of being here. It's a weight off your shoulders. And this too is sexual intimacy. Here we've got the Dottore, the doctor. Number 13, again, death, Scorpio energies. This is a card of healing. And we've got the Vecchia Signora. There is some sort of a visitor that you are expecting, or you will be visiting someone else. Now, this also speaks of a process that has gone on for a long time. It's matured. It's time to happen. It's the Two of Swords. Some of you may be receiving advice from someone who is more knowledgeable, a mother figure, grandmother. Let's take one more card. And we've got the Consolento Sorpresa, unexpected wealth, unexpected blessings coming through. This is Uranus in Taurus for me. And this is the Six of Wands. So you're going to be successful, and you're going to be congratulated by many for accomplishing what you have, dear Virgo. Now, what I'd like to do is I'm going to take the Emperor, the Empress, and I'm going to take the Knight of Wands, okay, because I do feel that the Page of Cups is mainly, I feel that that is mainly the offer, not so much the person. So let's have a look. I'm going to take my handwritten cards, and let's see for each message. Now, these may not resonate with everyone. Actually, I'm going to also take the Queen of Swords, which is the general energy. And I do believe, dear Virgo, that you are the Empress as well as the Queen of Swords. For those of you that you have been dealing with an air sign, this could be a separate message for you. Let's look at the Emperor, first of all. What's he got to say? We have, I got carried away. I didn't want to hurt you. It didn't mean anything. And this, the Seven of Swords, my God. And we've got the Seven of Swords twice under that. So I'm going to say that the Emperor has probably done the dirty. It didn't mean anything, he says. As I said, he can be quite Saturnian. Maybe he's talking about the child that he has. It didn't mean anything, because I did say he is the father. Now, I don't know if this Empress and the Emperor were together at that point. So let's look at the Empress. Now, because the Emperor can mean, there's different layers in the tarot. You may have been dealing with someone who is quite Saturnian. Let's look at the Empress. And we are from such different worlds, but I'm willing to work on this union. Let's see where this will take us. And this is the Eight of Pentacles, and that is the Virgo energy, obviously. Beautiful. So she's willing to put in the work. And we're from such different worlds. That can mean, of course, different backgrounds, different country. Let's look at this Knight of Rods. This could be someone that travels for work, someone who is driven, again, by their passions, and someone who used to want to play around. And we have, I want you like crazy. You are so sexy. Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands was sitting right on the Knight of Rods. So I would say that, I don't know, maybe, the Knight of Rods could have been someone that the Empress was dealing with at some point. Let's take one more on that. And we've got, are you the one? Three of Cups. This Knight of Rods obviously was driven by his passion, but now he is wondering, are you the one? It means that he's starting to recognize that there is soulmate energy here. Dear, dear Virgo, how beautiful this was. What I'd like to do now is I'd like to take a card from the Wisdom of the House of the Knight for you. Please, Spirit, for Virgo, mid till end of October there roughly. What does Virgo need to know? For Virgo, please. And we have deceit. Oh, wow, 38. 38, which equals an 11. Let's read from the book. When you choose the symbol of deceit, be very careful about your motive in making your choices. In the House of Night, there is one who has betrayed herself and all those who look up to her. I am also warning you that someone may be stabbing you in the back. Regardless of the circumstances of your question, I warn you about deceit. There will be a price to pay for betrayal in all forms. Only you know how much it will cost. That said, although the energy of betrayal can be seductive, I am stronger. You are forewarned. I'm going to take one more card because not everyone will understand this. And of course, we have the Seven of Swords twice. I just want to see what else is playing out here. Obviously, there is some sort of deceit. For sure. We've got the Tower here. And we've got the Ten of Cups. So there is some sort of a deception that's going on around you. For some of you, it could be from you. Okay? Not telling someone the truth. With that Seven of Swords, I said that maybe Virgo could be doing this. Doesn't mean that there is ill will, but the deceit can also mean keeping the truth from someone. So let's see what else we've got, Virgo. And we've got the Moon. Again, deception. Intuition, though. Look at the black cat. Let's read that. And we've got number 50. This is a sign that you must trust your gut. Your instincts and intuition will lead the way through the darkness. When you choose the symbol of the moon as your guide, you know that it is necessary to look beyond the obvious to know the truth of things. Sometimes people will say one thing and you have a weird feeling that they mean something else altogether. You have the power. You are being asked to use it now. Choose another card for a deeper look at what's really going on behind the scenes. And I'm not going to choose another one of these cards. I'm going to take another one of the Lover's Path Tarot. That's only because it was asked for. Okay, because remember how I said that the Tower may come after the Ten of Cups? So what's that Tower if it actually did come after the Ten of Cups? What is it? Let's take the card. And we've got 8 of coins. You've got 38 and 50 equals 88, which is 88. You can't break it down. And you've got another 8. So this speaks of work, putting in the effort. And this is also the card of Virgo. So something around work, something to do with putting in the effort, working hard to see what's going on behind the scenes. While you're working, something may come to you. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. And we've got number 14, which is Temperance again. So yeah, I don't believe that that Tower is a bad thing. All I believe is that, and you may be dealing with someone who's got strong Sag, I do believe that Venus and Vulcan, I do believe that something is being worked out on your behalf, and you need to believe that. I think that they're dancing here. Looks like they're dancing together, which is beautiful. Virgo, I think I will leave it at that. Something around work, something to do with work. Again, the Virgo energy. Virgo is the house of health. It's the house of your daily routine. It's also the house of, being very discriminative and looking at the details. That's what Virgo does. So maybe this is saying stop work and look at the details for a moment. You might discover something. But I do believe that the black cat here is a sign of good luck. All right, dear. My darlings, sending you lots of love. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you all that you do. I do hope that this gave you a little bit of clarity. Don't forget to watch your moon and rising. Talk to you very soon.